What is up, y'all? Today we are back with another video. It's your girl, J to the Y to the L to the A. J to the Y to the L to the A is J to the 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 J is J to the Y to the L to the A. J to the Y to the L to the A is J to the 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 Y to the L to the A. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Jyla. And I have not been here in a little minute. Like, let's say about a week. But hey, we coming back with these bangers. I just been busy. So today we're going to be talking about the connection with my mother. Because if y'all don't know, I always talk about my dad. I never talk about my mom. So today we are going to be talking about my mom, you know. And yeah, as far as y'all know, I told y'all that I live with my auntie. And my connection with my dad, whatever that is, whatever happened with that. And I told you a little bit about my mom, but I have not touched all the topics about my mom and why I am up here. So today we're going to be talking about that. So let's go, y'all. Also, y'all, by the way, I'm going to be doing homework while I'm talking to y'all because y'all got a lot of homework to get done. So, to start with. So, first of all, my mom is... I'm just saying this. My mom is very independent. She is very much, very pretty, very, you know, she could be loving. She does have a good heart. And I feel like sometimes things can get in the way of that. And that's why she's just not really her. So my mother, she is definitely up there. She has 5 kids. She has me, my brother, Sanaya. No. I'm going to be doing my homework too to let y'all know because I do have work. That's why I have my computer here. We doing that math and stuff. But let's talk about it. So my mother, she has 5 kids. She has me. She has my sister Sarai. She has my sister Sanaya. She has my brother Zach. And she has my sister Talia. 5 kids. All of them are hers. But me, my sister Sanaya, we have the same dad. My sister Sarai, she has her own dad. And then my brother has her own dad. And then my other sister has her own dad. So, yeah, that's that. And honestly, with me, my mom, I'm always saying, hey, you know, everybody has problems, but my mom, she is, all I can say, she's a go-getter. Like, no matter what it is, how she gonna do it, she gonna do it, she gonna get it done. Now, some things, it may not happen at the time, but she'll get it done, she'll try to figure out a way. Thing is with me, is that I grew up not sheltered. And when I say not sheltered, I mean as my mom was very rough on me and she will want everything to be right. And I hate dealing with somebody that just look at you like you're supposed to be the one that brings up everybody else. And it's like, I want to be myself. I want to be able to do things. So as my mom, as me growing up, my mom had me, she had me in things that, you know, I said I wanted to do. Like, she was there. She was, you know, when I was a kid, she was very much wanted to be in my life. She was very active with me. She was on me about certain things that was supposed to happen. Like I told you, I was a bad kid. So I used to do certain things that she would, like, be crazy about. And I was just like, okay, like, I get it. You know, you've been a mother. I'm going to say she was more of a mother, and she still is a mother, and I still love her. She was a mom that was very, like, one of the moms that paid attention to everything. Like, my auntie, she pays attention to everything. Like, everything has to, it don't have to be perfect, but just know that you try your best when you do it and you put it your all out there. Well, my mom, it was like a thing with her where she's like, oh, well, everything would be right. Grades, like, she was very, like, strictly straight. So, with me, I was like, dang, I see what I'm gonna have to deal with. So that was something. I might as well just talking about the emotional stuff. My mom was one of the moms where I'ma just be honest, putting other people in front of us. And I also didn't have my father. So I had my mom and my father when I was a kid. But stuff happens in life, you know, and it makes you something you're not. And that's something I'm learning. And it's like, when my mom is like, I already lost my dad. Not not actually lost him, but y'all know how it feels to have somebody here that don't even talk to you. They're not even dead and they don't talk to you. They just don't even want to be in your life. That's how it is with my dad. And the last thing I wanted was my mom to be that way too. That's the last. I just thought that I was going to have my mom on my side. And yes, she is still in my life, but is it the way I want her to be? No. And that's what we're going to get into. So let's get into that. So she always told me, she was like, hey, you know, she used to be one of the moms where it's like, do what your heart feels, you know, you got it. And that's what she used to uplift me. But I noticed as some of the dudes she was dating, it just got worse. And I felt like my mom was like taken away from me by dudes and certain things she'll do, because it made me feel so unappreciated. It made me feel like I was one of the kids that just was to myself. Like, I was just one of the kids that was in my own world, and I just felt like everybody judged me. And to see that my own mom did that, it just made me feel very just not understood, and I felt very lonely. I felt like I would never have nobody. And yo, I had moved the angles because I was doing my homework and I got everything done. So we was at the part where we was talking about lonely, where, you know, my mom and stuff. And let's not forget, I will never be to the point where I bash my mom and be like, oh, she wasn't here for me, she wasn't this, and that. Like, I'm not that type of person. I'm not finna bash you. You know, I might say some things, but I'm not. But sometimes I just wish, like, that me and my mom would have had a better connection, because we had a strong connection when I was a child, y'all. And not only us having a strong connection, it was just that we used to be like in a car riding together. But when you have people that come in your life and, you know, change who you are, it's like, my auntie, she took me in because she wanted better for me. That's the thing with my auntie. My mom is supposed to be my mom. My mom is supposed to be someone that provides for me. My mom is supposed to be someone that's going to support me physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I feel like I just wish I would have had her better, like how I had her as a kid. But, you know, as the middle child, you really don't get, you know, the effort that you really deserve. And when I was a little kid, it was like I felt judged by the people she brought around. And I felt like everybody just looked at me, you know, because I used to do stuff. And I just wish that people could, like, really see who I am with myself. Like, sometimes you do things, but when somebody say they'll forgive you, do they really mean it? It's like, forgive. Like, yes, people do something. Nobody's perfect. But when you get to the point where somebody do something small, and then you just hold it, and then every time we get in an argument or something, you bring up, oh, well, this happened years ago. You did this. Like, why are you bringing up stuff that happened years ago? And I hate when people tell me something that they still do. That's the thing. That's the problem with me. My mother, she used to always be like, oh, well, don't do this, don't do that, blah, 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 whatever it is. And then she'll still do it. So I felt really like, okay. You know, and my mom is grown, but, yo, I got really fed up, really irritated with every time we used to argue, or I used to say something that's true that really will get her. She'll be like, did you do this last year? Like, let's say I got an F for my test. Yo, I did get an F for my test one time. And she was like, oh, ain't you the one that got all F's though? I don't like when somebody sit here and bring up my past. If stuff is like years ago, why are you bringing it up now? And I felt like I can't trust nobody when it comes to that, because it's like, Yes, it happens, but just because when we talking about something, you gotta bring up stuff. You gotta start picking. Like when you start doing that, it's like, bruh, y'all finna be 18. Do I have my life together? A little bit. It's not like I got it all together, and that's something that I have to start doing. But the way I do stuff, I want to do it my way. I want to personally be out there and get out there myself. I want to start learning myself. And I just wish that I could do that. And I can do that. That's what my auntie's here to push me and make me something that I'm, something that she's been trying to make me, which is a good person. And don't reply to everybody. Everything don't have to have a response. Everything you don't have to have a rebuttal. So honestly, I have been working on stuff like that. Like I love my mother to death. Do I wish me and her had a better connection? Yes. I don't like when I get in an argument with my mother and she just body shames me. Like, it was a couple times I had some harsh conversation with my mom and she, say hurtful things to me. And my mom used to always be like, oh, you don't need your daddy. And then now that I actually act like I don't need him, it's like not everybody like, oh, well, your dad's gonna come around or don't disrespect him, this, and that. But what happened when I was crying and I actually was missing him? People ask me, oh, do you miss your mom? Do you do all that? Of course I miss her. But do I want to be down there in Florida with her? No, I wasn't getting treated rightly the way I was supposed to. I wasn't getting treated the way that I know I was supposed to get treated. I felt like people judged me and looked at me like I was just something. And when you start getting all that pressure, it's like people don't know what I go through physically and mentally, bro. And yes, I went through a lot of stuff physically that we not gonna talk about. But the fact that people can sit here and say, "Oh, well, you still have hurt in you, and you going through things," and I hate when somebody says that to me because yes, I am. You don't have to keep telling me, "Oh, well, you're physically and mentally not there." That's what my mom used to tell me. You're physically and mentally not there. So when people tell me that, it's like, bruh, it triggers me. It's like, why are you telling me that when I know that myself? I know that myself. I've been through stuff. I know that myself. So it makes me upset because I try, y'all. I try to be a better person. I try to do things. And it's like as soon as I do something good, somebody said, oh, I feel like you're not physically there. Y'all don't understand how bad it hurts me inside. I feel like my heart just crushes down. It crumbles down when people sit here and they look me in my eyes and they sit here and say, oh, well, you're not there. My mom used to tell me that. Like, I hate hearing that word because of what I've been through. Some people don't know why I look at my mom the way I do. And when I say look at her, I mean like as a point where I just don't want to be around her if it's negativity. Honestly, I just don't. But everybody go through stuff with their mom and their dad. I mean, some people don't have a mom with their dad, so who is me to be ungrateful? But I just know I just want my mom to do the best she can. Yes, my mom has got tied up in a lot of things, but I know my mom as an individual. She's a very great person, pretty smile, long hair. She is something I will look at and be like, yes. But when you bring people into your life and people come along with you, it's like you draw them in. Like my auntie also said, trouble buns. Trouble buns. And the things she been through, she don't want me to go through, but she's just showing me in a different way. Your parents always want what's best for you, and I realize that my parents do want what's best for me, but I don't like when somebody pressures me, and they be like, "Oh, well, somebody else ain't make it, so now you." Now they're waiting for me to do something. Can I do something on my own? Can I start moving on by myself? I hate when people see somebody else, and not even people. My mom, this is what she used to do. She used to sit here and say, "Oh, well, I see her doing this. Why are you not doing that?" Oh, she looks quiet. I hate when people do that. I hate when people say or try to compare me to somebody and you don't even know what they are going through. You don't even know what made them be that way. Yes, you could be trying to get me out of a lot of stuff. And that's what my mom used to do. She used to always be like, oh, well, don't you see her over there making money? Don't you see? Me and her are totally two different people. I used to hate when people, I still do. I hate when people tell me. My mom have said it so much. Oh, well, look what she's doing. Oh, do that. You can be making millions. You can be doing this. You can. Okay. What if God said that's not my calling? What if God say, oh, he has something else for me? She used to always tell me, oh, go out there, get a job, do this. Like, do I want to make money? Yes. But do I think looking for a job right now is wise? It might, want to be look like I want to look at it, but it's not something I actually want to do. Like, for real, I hate that, and I hate to see that some kids are really pressured to do and have to work. And I'm glad my auntie don't make me, because my mom seriously wants me to work, and it's about the money. Y'all got to know what money do to people. I just hate when people sit here and they bring up my past. That's what my mom used to do. I hate when people say something they know it's gonna hurt me. Because you don't know what I've been through physically, mentally, emotionally. You just don't know. And I have times where I am lost. I have times where I go back to my shelter. That's why I go back into my shelter, because it's like I feel like I'm giving my all, and then you just hear one person say one thing, and then you look to your side and you see that your mother's not there for you or your father. But then it's like you remember you got that one person that God sent you in your life to make everything better. But you just can't see it because you're so blind about what happened to you and your past, and you wish that you had the two people that birthed you. You've been through so much in your life. You've been through so much. And I know it looks like nothing's coming out of it, but girl, it's gonna work. And that's what my auntie always tell me. She's like the only one that keep my confidence up. She's like the only one that keep my confidence up. Like, besides my cousin, like, I don't even know. It's something I do wish that my mom was there. Like, people be like, do you even miss your mom? Like, yes, I miss her, but I don't really do. I really don't. I just feel like it was like so much negativity when I was with her. I just feel like I was just on the earth and just giving my life away. And that's my so that's not what you do. When you go through stuff, you pray. You pray. So yeah, y'all, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, y'all, like, that's me and my mom's situation. We are very much distant right now, but we still call, check up on each other. She do a little something here for here and there, but accusations, communication, hey. Sorry, y'all, but yeah. So that's that, y'all. I just want to let y'all know that I love y'all so much, and I really do enjoy telling y'all my little stories, because I'm going to do a part 2. But I love y'all so much. It's J to the Y. A is J to the Y. A is J to the, it's J to the, it's J to the, it's J to the Y. It's J to the Y. Ooh, line it up. Line it up. I love y'all.